all that? Hell. Hell. You talking about you don't know.
I don't know.
So you believe her.
No, the reason why I'm saying I don't know is because, I know, certain people go through, certain things, I believe that it's spiritually, like, that's powerful, a miracle type, and I know how to get
16 years? 16 years? You ain't gonna ask God when I can eat? 16 years, what I'm doing this for, God? And she was cooking. Oh, hell no, I didn't eat.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And with the season just underway, here's a quick look at the early power rankings.
So the AT, why she had the baby in her stomach or
They're on
nothing?
the roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
When I look at the Bucks, they're happy with how they played as of late. This is the time of year for optimism. This early in the season, anything is possible.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Gideon White there to make the backcourt. Booz Ellis out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Vucevic in at the center.
She had something.
Fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, BA. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
MP's checked in for Trent. And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal is to beat each and every single one of his way.
And one of the objectives of any team is to take down your rivals. MP may be humble, but he doesn't want his game, or more importantly, his team, to be overshadowed. Clearly, that motivation has been a driving factor in their success to this point in those key games.
Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. You got to avoid that.
My mom used to talk about. They just kind of picked on one of those.
All right, MJ, get back in there.
How she wouldn't do that. But she said she would not like to be famous, so that's what people in the comments like. She wanted to be famous. She wanted to be famous. She did say it, like she was like that.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
It's funny though.
First half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Bucks ahead, they're up by 2, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which play. Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
This game won't stay close. They continue to shoot on the...
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we get get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nikola Vucevic has come to play here in this one.
They've leaned on him.
Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in its center. Then it's MP, then it's Green, and it's Rollins in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Giddey against MP. Power move from MP.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Chicago trailing here. Jones feels it out. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
MP, that was good.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Collins outside. Pass to Giddey. The floater. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. MP outside. Oh, big finish!
MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Outside Giddey. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Down low. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making the statement.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They have to feel good about this.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil.
Don't beat yourself up till you check the tape. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them down. Empty in the house. These always get spicy.
This thing, you get bowling back.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tom's no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. These Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start. The shot in for Jason Tatum. The Bucks also with the sub. MP's checked in. 1:57 left here in the opening quarter. And as the conversations swirl around MP, one of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
I like how MP has handled these rivalry games, playing hard in them, but also not getting too emotional, striking that balance between playing with passion and also controlling your emotions.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, MP out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Gary Trent. In last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. MP out there with Porter. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in and try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, on...
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Celtics trail by 9. You know, Shams, back in 2023, Giannis Antetokounmpo agreed to a 3-year extension to stay in Milwaukee.
This guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. MP gets the job done inside.
Boy, looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Richard off target from 3-point range. Milwaukee leading by 9. Here's MP. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston's gone 5-9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. They get the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Another miss by MP. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it. And then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. For the first half, a competitive game so far. The Bucks on top, leading by a point. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, Shaq.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenge.
And as we review this first half of the Celtics, still anybody's game.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption.
And that is it for half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second. Bucks trail by 18. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Kornet in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Porter. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
MP's shot is good.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Here's Pritchard. Over Porter. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Kornet. Here's Hauser. Tatum down low, working on Green, and the basket by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 15. MP, that's for 2. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. There's the triple. Drains the 3-pointer.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green, and Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Porzingis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Holiday. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. MP outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Tatum. Back to White. Lock at 6. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 13-5. There's Giannis. Look out below.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Here's Brown. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. In the dunk by MP.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
So it's Boston now. Outside, White. To the middle. Porzingis inside. Lopez covering.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
Right, looking around. Back to Porzingis. Wants to get it to Brown and does. The wide open look here for Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 17-6 run. The three from MP. MP drills the three.
MP showing you early he can handle the pressure, folks.
Boston leading by 4. Now here's Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Kuzma. Brown the pass to Porzingis.
Great defense. The activity of MP so impressive right there.
Giannis is double. MP. That shot no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Brown. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Wide open. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? It's a missed opportunity.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brown with it. Shot clock at 5. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
A three from MP. Can't knock in the three. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And here's MP for 3. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so is Boston sweeping by with the win.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.
Y'all niggas dumb?
Switch.
Oh, I didn't know I had the fucking ball. That was crazy. What? Ow, ow, bruh, ow! Man, fucking selfish. 30. He ain't got no jump shot. He ain't got no mid range. He ain't got no jump shot. You need to be setting picks, bro. You don't need to be standing nowhere. You ain't got no check. Why you didn't shoot it before? Stay out. So I ain't got that type of passing ability. Bro, why you force it, bro? 2 for 10. Slow down on your shots, man. You're 2 for 10, bro. Gotta get some shots. You're 2 for 10, bro. You're 2 for 11, man. Niggas will not pass the ball around, man. Get a good shot. Fuck. There you go. That's a good shot. Stop trying to force every fucking thing. Pass the ball up. Stop taking the ball, bro. Not pass the ball. That's crazy. This nigga keep taking the ball, bro. And let somebody else get a chance to touch the ball. Behind you. No, this same nigga keep taking the ball. That's the shot we get. That's the fucking shot we get. Foster shit. Stupid. That nigga suck. Oh my God, you niggas suck. Now you bum ass niggas trying to pass the ball. Suck. Center, you fucking terrible. Niggas do not know what pass mean, man. When to pass it. It's terrible. Thank you. What's that? Got two niggas right there and you try to take it. Instead of trying to pass it. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. What up, bro? What up, LeBron the 3? Can you hear me, bro? Not with this team. Alright. Appreciate you watching the video, bro. Did you like the video and sub up? Appreciate it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Look at this shit. Pass the ball. Niggas is garbage.
Empty in the house.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they headed to the locker room earlier on. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Damian Lillard.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. GA, we are right. Some changes. Zach Collins comes in for Nikola Vucevic, and Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. MP's checked in for the Bucks. Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rival. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
Well, if you break down how MP's team has done in these rivalry matchups, they've done a great job thus far. Give them credit for that. Some solid wins. With that said, I think MP doesn't expect to lose any of these. They can still be better. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls,
MP, you need a spark. See what you can do.
and here is Giddey. His last outing, 16 points for him. On the court for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. MP out there with Porter. And it's Trent in at the 3, the small forward. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Wizards provided a nice lift. He contributed 11 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. He was difficult to contain in that one, and his performance off the bench was impactful. Let's see if he can do that again tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Every teammate.
So it's Chicago, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for...
Well, right now for the Bulls, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Bulls.
This has been...
And that's a halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. The guard set is Giddey and White. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And there's the bucket from MP.
And this kid is confident. MP just coming right back with his own 3.
Giddey the pass to Williams. Giddey sets the pick for Williams. Now here's Dosunmu. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order. These days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Giddey with the bounce pass. And it's White missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Dosunmu. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to White. There's the 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The 3 from MP. It's all in by the Bulls. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
MP looking solid from there.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Now Dosunmu takes the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The three from MP. MP finishes the break in style.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Williams, a screen on MP. Here's White. And he makes good on the layup. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by the Bucks.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Williams. The Bucks also with the sub. Prince is checked in. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And that one falls for White. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Smith, no luck. Bucks trail by 12. Here's MP. MP knifes his way inside.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Smith with a screen on Prince. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Vucevic. The shot missing. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And the basket by MP.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Chicago leading by 7. Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. Giddey no good. And so it's Milwaukee now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Lopez. And again, Chicago. No good. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Bulls out front. They're up by 4. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bucks trail by 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Porter is out there with MP. And it's Trent in at the small forward. Herter with a screen on MP. Here's Giddey. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Giddey's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Chicago. And MP throws it down hard.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance
on the offensive end.
Bulls leading by 4. Jones kicks to Giddey. Back to Jones. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Lock at 6. Pass to Giddey. Over MP. It's hauled in by Giannis.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And here's MP for 3. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Jones the pass to Giddey. Collins a screen on MP. Giddey no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A rebound by the Bucks.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
The Bulls with the lead. Outside, Jones. And the rejection by MP. Collins, good. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. Williams comes in for Jalen Smith. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's White in for Trey Jones. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Green comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Back to Giddey. 3-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here's him. Good. Another from 3.
He's got his defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Shot from the wing. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Vucevic from down in the low post. It goes. Vucevic has got it all tied up now for the Bulls. On the wing, MP. And again for 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
And we know how fans love the long ball, right? Especially his fans, because he can hit it from anywhere and go on unbelievable streaks like tonight. I mean, who does it better from distance?
1:25 left in the game. Lopez with the steal. Here's the lob. Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Dosunmu. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's MP, and he drives in. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. MP's got 45 points. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Picked by Vucevic. And Giddey gets it to go.
And how about Giddey just saying, I got you guys, get on my back, we'll ride.
Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 47 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Beyond the arc. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Inside, Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
Josh Giddey just does a great job of reading the floor.
And a wide open look for him. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a four-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
You are unconscious out there tonight.
Night out, bitch. Another day, another win. Good work.
Feeling you, MP.
Terrell, what's up, my man? How's it doing?
There he is. MP, how you feeling tonight? You ready to drop 40 on these fools?
You already know. Whatever it takes, man.
Good, because I need this one bad.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
I don't like him.
What?
I'm from there. You didn't know that?
Oh, I know that. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But if we lose tonight, I'm going to hear from my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, my auntie, even my mom.
You already know I know. We can't have that.
No, we can't.
All right, well, let me go out here and take care of that. I'll see you after the game, my man.
That's it.
See you.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Damian Lillard.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guard. This can be...
Behind you, the playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
And the Bucks making a change here. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Green's checked in for Kuzma. And MP subbed in for Trent. And these rivalry games always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
I think MP has done a pretty good job considering the top-level talent he's faced in these rivalry games thus far. He's been able to rise to the occasion, and hey, he's been winning more than losing. I know MP can't stand the thought of losing even one more rivalry battle, so I think we're going to be in for a show here in this one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He had 39 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Here's MP. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 11 points.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Let's go with a 3. The shot off that time. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Bucks on top, up 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. MP is out there with Kevin Porter, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Here's Shed. Out to the wing. Lets it go from 14. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level. And what an aggressive move to the rim.
Wow, MP! That'll make the top 10.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it.
So it's Milwaukee looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back after this.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather... And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They've got a huge lead.
Glad you could join us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if... Milwaukee leading by 5. We've got R.J. Barrett, Chris Boucher out there with Walter, and it's Shed in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Here's Shed. Outside Barrett. To the paint. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. The pull-up J. Giannis soars in for the fast break finish. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another thing to look at is their impressive block numbers. They have not been giving shooters an easy time tonight, knocking away lots of shots.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Shed. That one's off. Still out of sync.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage in. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Boucher. And then he packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
MP, that one's good.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. MP with the block.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Brooke Lopez.
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Bucks head athletic trainer. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Well, and Allie, it appears that he needs some work done before he comes back to this one.
And we all know that if it's something he can play through, he'll be back, no doubt.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
The shot by Pirtle, no good.
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
From deep, MP. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Dick, stolen by MP. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
Quickly, passes to Pirtle. Here's Ingram. And again, Toronto, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bucks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And they get their vengeance in this game after losing the first 2 contests between these 2 teams. This series is now even at 1 apiece with one more matchup against the Raptors.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
MP outside. The 3 is up. Good! Another from 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. And here's Ingram. So this one belongs to the Bucks. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
MP, you the man. I can't wait to go to the family reunion.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach.
They don't even know what's coming for them.
What is going on, MP?
All right, baby. Let's get down.
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Take a look. Let us know what
I want to be Rookie of the Year.
Is that right?
All right.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment. Just remember, every...
Feeling you, MP.
Look out there, MP.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside, and Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's well aware of the other contenders as well. So if he is going to win that award, he knows he has to be at his best when he's matched up against his fellow rookies. I love MP's ambition. Going to be fun to see how he battles.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, "No way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake." He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Good stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. Vassell finds Sochan. Wembanyama, a screen on Lillard. Fox, no good. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Wembanyama, no good. The Bucks with a quick start to this game. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Fox with it. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Banked in off the glass.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Here's MP. Rebounded by the Spurs. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. It's Vassell with the drive and the rejection by Antetokounmpo to the middle. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And MP throws it down.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Milwaukee,
concludes the first half. It's San Antonio up by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
Yeah, there's a beauty to just watching these guys fly. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for spending half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left. Now, Wembanyama on the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Clint Capella is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Max Strus. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard. Wembanyama, a screen on Porter. McLaughlin, rebound Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The 3 from MP. MP drills the 3.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
Johnson outside. With the fadeaway. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And that one's good. MP.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Wembanyama passes to McLaughlin. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Capella. And here is Johnson, covered by MP. Capella trying to free himself up. And the basket by Johnson.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Green. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Taurean Prince. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Clint Capella. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. Castle's checked in for Max Strus. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Fires the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Bucks trail by 5. Here's MP. MP on the rim.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Vassell sends a screen for Fox. Over Lillard. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
The 3. Giannis kicks to MP. Milwaukee, no good that time either. San Antonio leading by 5. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Back to Vassell. Here's Fox. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. And here's MP for three. There's Portis. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way up.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Yeah, look, that shot took loads of power. Zero fear.
Wembanyama, a screen on Lillard. Back from outside. Another miss by Fox.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Fox, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. And the basket by MP.
Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Complete confidence in the clutch. MP seizing the moment.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's the three. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And every miss finds its way to his hand. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
All eyes on MP.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Fox, money!
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Fox from outside on the money.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.